The queen of controversies, a blasphemer, and a lover of younger men, she has repeatedly revolutionized the entertainment industry, fashion, art, and even feminism. With her appearance, the history of pop music was divided into before and after. And it's not our words, that's what Billboard magazine says. Madonna is the stage and screen star, the author of children's books, and the creator of non-childish performances. What tragedies she experienced in her life, what Sean Penn made her go through, and why she refuses gifts, we will tell you all about this and much more in our new video. Let's take a closer look at the true life of one of the most famous women of our time. Madonna. From poverty to the title of Queen of Pop. Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone was born in Bay City, Michigan on August 16, 1958. Her mother, Madonna Louise Fortin, was of French-Canadian descent, and her dad, Silvio Anthony Tonio Ciccone, had Italian blood in his veins. The future star became the third child of her parents. Soon after, Madonna had two more sisters and one more brother. The girl's relationship with her two older brothers did not go well. They bullied her, misbehaved, and eventually, she stopped communicating with them altogether. Her father was Catholic and even served as a deacon in the church, and her mother belonged to the Jansenist movement, which basically denied human freedom. At the same time, their occupations were quite mundane. Tony was an optics engineer for the Chrysler Defense, and her mother was a radiography technician. At the age of 30, our hero's mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. At that time, she was carrying her sixth child and died shortly after giving birth because she refused treatment, including for religious reasons. The future star was grieving over her death, and this childhood experience greatly influenced the ideas behind her work in the future. After a while, Madonna's father married Joan Gustafsson, the family's housekeeper. The couple had two children. The girl studied well at school, but her peers did not understand her and even disliked her. Sometimes she indulged in unconventional behavior. For example, she once showed up to a school event in a bikini and painted her body with paints. Her father saw his daughter as a doctor or lawyer and was surprised that she wanted to become a professional dancer. After graduating high school in January 1976, Madonna received a dance scholarship to the University of Michigan. However, she dropped out after a year and a half of study. Her choreographer convinced the girl that it was pointless to waste time studying and advised her to go to New York, which she did, having only $35 in her pocket. The first thing she did was go to an audition at the Pearl Lang Dance Theater, and she got accepted into the supportive cast. Being catastrophically low on money, our hero also worked part-time at Burger King and Dunkin' Donuts, from where she got fired pretty soon. After that, she had a handful of odd jobs, including nude art modeling. The girl lived in a rough neighborhood, and one day she was attacked. Madonna did not contact the police because she didn't want to tell anyone about it. Having experienced this incident, she started participating in auditions and looking for jobs in Broadway musicals. Madonna's cinematic debut took place in 1979 in the film A Certain Sacrifice. Later, she was ashamed of participating in the project and even tried to buy out the rights to it to destroy any mention of it. She received only $100 for her work in the movie. One day, Madonna auditioned to perform in Paris with French disco artist Patrick Hernandez as his backup dancer. During the audition, she was offered to perform any song of her choice. To her surprise, the producers invited her to Paris, promising to make her the next Edith Piaf. She performed in Hernandez's show for 6 months, after which the producers kept their promise and offered 20-year-old Madonna a repertoire that was supposed to make her a disco diva. But she didn't like the songs because she loved punk rock. Our hero returned to New York and together with her boyfriend Dan Gilroy formed her first band, Breakfast Club, for which she played drums and sang. In 1981, she signed her first contract with a recording studio, but the collaboration did not work out. The singer and producer turned out to have two different views. Then Madonna and her new boyfriend, Stephen Bray, independently recorded 4 tracks and sent them to the producers, which led to a new contract. And soon, the young singer had an affair with the artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, but it ended in an unpleasant breakup. Jean-Michel took the paintings he presented to Madonna and painted them over with black paint. Meanwhile, the singer's music video aired on MTV, and in 1983, she released her debut album, Madonna, which received gold status a few months later, and the song Lucky Star became a true hit. In September 1984, Madonna presented her single Like a Virgin at the first MTV Music Awards ceremony, shocking the audience with a performance in a wedding dress. During the same year, Madonna released the music of the same name with the iconic song Material Girl. Young American girls were crazy about the singer's style and tried to copy it in every possible way. At that time, Madonna starred in the romantic comedy Desperately Seeking Susan as a pretty adventurer.
Look, Susan, I still don't understand what we're doing here.
Trust me, Gareth. You're in for a real surprise.
Hey, Susan, listen, your little surprises are beginning to make me nervous.
And the process before her album's release was quite calm. But with the growing popularity of the girl, they had to hire bodyguards as fans tried to storm the set. She received $80,000 for her work on the film, and some film critics consider this role the best of the diva's filmography. On the set of her music video for Material Girl, she met actor Sean Penn, and on August 16, 1985, the two bright stars got married. During the ceremony, helicopters were flying over the venue. Paparazzi tried to film the event from the air, which infuriated the groom. As for Madonna, she got a lot of pleasure from what was happening. The singer believed she had met her true love and even dedicated her new album, True Blue, to her husband. Sean also adored his wife. However, the man was wildly jealous. Over time, it became a big problem in their relationship. He fired all of Madonna's bodyguards and wouldn't leave his wife's side. In 1986, the audience saw the film Shanghai Surprise, with the spouses in the lead roles. They earned $1 million each, even though the film was a box office failure, and our hero received the Golden Raspberry for it.
Well, we can't have you leaving Shanghai without tasting the duck. Will you have dinner with me tonight? My treat.
Meanwhile, the relationship between Sean and Madonna gradually deteriorated. He believed his wife was cheating on him, harassed her with interrogations, and started to attack men who approached her. The media also stated that Sean was attacking his wife too. In 1989, Madonna filed for divorce. However, the former spouses managed to maintain friendly relations, and they still speak very warmly and reverently about each other. During the divorce, Madonna reportedly offered Penn half of her $70 million fortune, but he refused. The difficulties in Madonna's personal life did not prevent her from releasing the soundtrack Who's That Girl to the 1987 film of the same name. The film, however, brought the star another Golden Raspberry. The following year, she went on tour and recorded her new album Like a Prayer. It was such a long-awaited event that Pepsi even signed a $5 million contract with her. According to the contract, Madonna would release her lead single in a commercial for the drink. Video was to refer to Madonna's childhood as she dedicated the album to her mother. Madonna decided to shoot her music video with a religious theme, which caused a huge scandal. The Vatican excommunicated Madonna from the church, and advertisers, including Pepsi, hastily terminated contracts. But in 1990, she already went on a new tour and released a provocative music video to Justify My Love, which again turned into a scandal. Lenny Kravitz's girlfriend accused Madonna of stealing the lyrics of her song. Our hero had to replace the words urgently, but immediately got accused of anti-Semitism, hatred of Jews. It was all happening during the release of the film Dick Tracy, which was received favorably by the public, but our hero's fee for the movie was only $35,000. She also received a nomination for the Saturn Award for Best Actress.
You're right, Tracy. I couldn't pull the trigger.
It was a good plan, Breathless. You almost pulled it off. The city would have been yours.
Yeah, you were my only mistake.
In 1991, the audience saw the documentary Madonna Truth or Dare, chronicling our hero's life during her world tour. 1992 was a great year for Madonna. She founded her own company called Maverick, which specialized in the entertainment industry. The first brainchild of the company was Madonna's book, Sex, which she released under the pseudonym Mistress Dita. The public was outraged again, but readers bought 500,000 copies immediately after the book's release, and in total, she sold 1.5 million of them. At the same time, Madonna released the album Erotica and was also considered for the lead role in The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner, but eventually, singer Whitney Houston got the role. The comedy, A League of Their Own, and the thriller, Body of Evidence, released in theaters, did not bring any success. For her role in the latter, Madonna received $2.5 million and another Golden Raspberry. The little-known drama Dangerous Game, filmed by Madonna's company, was also released during the same period. In 1994, the singer released her sixth album, Bedtime Stories. The record was supposed to soften the aggressive sexual image of the singer and had a melodic sound. In 1995, Madonna appeared in the film Four Rooms. Our hero disliked it because she thought she looked disgusting in it. The members of the Golden Raspberry jury also agreed with her. However, the film adaptation of the 1978 musical Evita became a landmark in Madonna's career. Our hero received the Golden Globe Award and entered the Guinness Book of Records as the actress with the most costume changes in a film.
How I lived. How they shone.
Shortly after the filming of Evita ended, Madonna found out she was pregnant. The affair with the American fitness trainer and actor Carlos Leon began back in 1994, and the couple has been living together since that time. On October 14, 1996, their daughter, Lourdes Maria Ciccone Leon, was born. After that, the 38-year-old singer seriously considered marrying Carlos, but the man himself was not happy with this idea. He was pretty tired of being Mr. Madonna, and in 1997, the paparazzi caught him having an affair with another lady. Leon denied everything but disappeared from the life of his girlfriend and daughter. Soon at a party at Sting's, Madonna met British actor Guy Ritchie. It turned out that he had long wanted to meet the singer and asked Sting to introduce them to each other. In 1998, Madonna released one of her most successful albums, Ray of Light. About 16 million copies were sold worldwide, and she received 4 Grammy nominations. In 2000, Madonna released the album Music. The bonus track for the North American audience was the song American Pie, recorded as the soundtrack to the movie The Next Best Thing, in which Madonna starred in the lead role and for which she received the Golden Raspberry Award. But there were also pleasant moments. During the same year, Madonna and Guy got married, and soon their son Rocco was born. In 2002, Madonna appeared in the lead role in Guy Ritchie's film Swept Away. The critics, however, were ruthless again and handed Madonna another Golden Raspberry. Another anti-award went to her for the role in the Bond film Die Another Day. After that, our hero stopped appearing in movies, except for voice acting. For instance, in 2006, she became the voice of Princess Selenia in the film Arthur and the Invisibles. Madonna's 9th studio album, American Life, released in 2003, also suffered a setback. The audience didn't appreciate the singer's attempt to move away from the image of a seductress towards a female warrior. In 2005, Madonna and Guy Ritchie adopted a black boy from Malawi named David. During the same year, our hero released her 10th studio album. While working on Confessions on a Dance Floor, Madonna returned to disco rhythms and was right to do that. The listeners loved the light melodic tracks, and the single Hung Up was especially appreciated. Interestingly, in the song, Madonna used the recognizable sound from ABBA's song Gimme Gimme Gimme. The Swedish Four are known for their extremely zealous attitude toward the use of their songs, but they liked Madonna's work so much that they gave their consent. The singer was preparing for a tour when serious trouble happened to her. She fell from a horse at her estate and received 9 fractures. As a result, she gave her first concert on the tour in May 2006, and again got involved in a scandal. The reason was the performance during which Madonna crucified herself on a mirrored cross portraying Jesus Christ. It caused a lot of controversy among followers of Christianity. The singer's next album, Hard Candy, was released in 2008 and was noted for its pronounced R&B style. In general, the fans received the album coldly. They were disappointed by the lack of originality and a clear idea behind the songs. Despite the unsuccessful start, Madonna went on a promotional tour of the album, and a series of these concerts brought excellent results. The tour grossed $408 million. But then, out of the blue, the news broke that Guy Ritchie had filed for divorce. There were many speculations, but neither Madonna nor Guy voiced the reason for this decision. The director, however, received $60 million in the divorce settlement. After the divorce, Madonna adopted 3 more children from Malawi, daughter Mercy and twins Stella and Esther. Madonna gave her last name to all the children, and according to her entourage, she is an exemplary mother. She even surprised the whole world by becoming the author of children's books. From 2003 to 2006, she published 6 books, the plots of which are based mainly on philosophical parables. But Madonna did not stop shocking the audience either, kissing Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera on the stage of the MTV Awards ceremony. In 2008, Madonna presented her directorial work, the comedy drama Filth and Wisdom, and in 2011, the historical drama We. The film was received warmly, but it wasn't a box office success, earning over $2 million. And for the song Masterpiece, the soundtrack to the film, the singer received a Golden Globe. In the spring of 2012, Madonna released her 12th album, MDNA. The critics praised the album, and the tracks firmly occupied leading positions in the charts of 20 countries. 2 years later, a new album was released, Rebel Heart, in which Kanye West took part. Traditionally, after the release of the studio album, the singer went on a world tour to support it. In 2018, Guy Guido's film Madonna and the Breakfast Club was released. The lead role in it was performed by a young Jamie Ald, who looked almost identical to the young pop queen. However, Madonna herself had nothing to do with the film's creation and generally had a negative attitude towards films about herself. She has been trying to launch the film adaptation of her life for many years, but so far without any success. Her new album, Madam X, was released in the spring of 2019. It is an unusual record, inspired largely by Portuguese culture, which Madonna was fascinated by after moving to Lisbon in 2017. The family changed their place of residence so that Madonna's son David could become a professional soccer player. In August 2022, Madonna presented her latest album, consisting of her greatest hits. The list of admirers of the pop queen is also very interesting. Over the years, she had affairs with John F. Kennedy Jr., Warren Beatty, and even Tupac Shakur. After breaking up with Ritchie, Madonna was in love with former baseball player Alex Rodriguez, Brazilian DJ Jesus Luz, French choreographer Brahim Jabat, and many others. Most of the men were at least half her age, but this was not a problem for the relationships. And in March 2023, the media learned that the star was dating 31-year-old boxing coach Josh Popper. Our hero even once brought him on stage during a performance as part of a large-scale tour that started in the fall of 2023. Madonna's daughters also took part in the concerts. Esther danced Vogue and Mercy played the piano. Madonna's net worth is around $850 million, and according to some sources, it exceeds $1 billion. Income is constantly coming in. Royalties from albums, shows, advertising, and her own business. Among her partners are the cosmetics company Max Factor, which paid her $6.4 million in 1999, H&M, for which the singer released her line of clothing in the style of the 80s, and D&G, with which she created the sunglasses. In 2010, Madonna opened an international network of fitness centers called Hard Candy. She also has her own cosmetics brand and investment portfolio. For example, she has invested $100 million by an art collection. She owns paintings by Pablo Picasso and Frida Kahlo. Another passion of Madonna is diamonds. For example, she owns the bracelet of Wallis Simpson, the Duchess of Windsor, which she bought at auction for $12.5 million, and a diamond necklace weighing about 750 carats and worth $10 million. The pop diva also has a vast real estate portfolio. Madonna had a luxury apartment in Manhattan, which she bought immediately after her wedding to Sean Penn. Even though family life with the actor did not go well, the singer did not sell the duplex but eventually bought 2 neighboring apartments, turning the space into a 6-room apartment. It has a private gym and a library, and the terrace offers spectacular views of Central Park. In 2012, she sold the apartment for $16 million, although initially, the agents asked for $23.5 million for it. In 2009, Madonna purchased a 4-story London-style townhouse in New York worth $40 million. It was at this house that Madonna arrived after being discharged from the hospital in the summer of 2023. Our hero needed emergency hospitalization due to a serious bacterial infection that she suffered during the preparation for her tour. Some media representatives, however, suspected that these were the consequences of plastic surgery. Until 2013, Madonna also owned a house in Beverly Hills, which she acquired in her marriage to Guy Ritchie. The singer bought the French-style mansion on Sunset Boulevard for $12 million and sold it for $19.5 million. The estate has an area of 48,500 square feet and several buildings, including a tennis court and a swimming pool. The main house has 10 spacious and bright bedrooms, an elegant dining room, and a kitchen made of light marble. Another of the properties previously owned by Madonna has a very funny story. In 2000, the star sold a villa in a prestigious area of Miami, and the buyer was a millionaire dog named Gunther, to whom his mistress bequeathed a huge inheritance. For a comfortable life abroad, the singer purchased an 18th century mansion in Lisbon for $9 million near the soccer club where her son David plays. It has 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and a spacious kitchen dining room decorated in a traditional Portuguese style. The singer often buys real estate as an investment. For example, she bought a house in Hidden Hills in 2021 for $19.3 million, and a year later put it up for sale for almost $30. Madonna's collection of cars, estimated by experts at $2.2 million, is also impressive. It includes a Maybach 62S, Maybach S550, Mercedes G63 AMG, and a Cadillac Escalade, but our hero mostly uses the Range Rover SVA. In addition, she has a Dodge Challenger and a Mini Cooper in her garage, and her Jaguar XJL once had to be disguised as a police car to hide from fans. Madonna says that she doesn't take money that seriously. The more of it you have, the bigger the problems you experience. It's probably why she is always generous with her ex-husbands and spares no expense in helping others. She contributes to various charities, including as a silent donor. She was among the first artists to advocate in response to the HIV and AIDS epidemic in the 80s and also actively fought for human rights. Her family and her friends know Madonna doesn't like receiving gifts for her birthday or Christmas. Instead, she tells everyone to transfer the amount planned for the purchase to a charity fund. In 2022, the celebrity spoke out against the war in Ukraine, calling for humanitarian aid to be sent to Ukrainians. Madonna is the brightest star of our time, the embodiment of the American dream, and an icon of followers of the idea of the self-made woman. Her life is the story of ups and downs, passionate love and broken dreams, poverty and large fortune, failures in the cinema and triumphs on stage. She always sets ambitious goals for herself and goes towards them boldly, decisively, and energetically. Her films, books, and songs are all about this, and that's why they are so touching and memorable.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for dinner, whoever's paying for it.
Me, I'm paying.
What Madonna song is your favorite?